what's going on, guys? So today I just wanted to talk about the main differences of Grand Champ and Champ gameplay. Recently I became a Grand Champ and got my rewards because I have been playing a little bit more recently and playing COD less. And while I was trying to get up to that Champ level, I noticed a lot of things about how differently Grand Champs play from just regular Champs. I think I started as Champ 2 before my grind, and then I ended, right now I am GC just barely, and I did get my rewards as you can see. And I noticed quite a few things, so I just want to go over those main differences, and hopefully that could help you champs out there get up to that Grand Champ level and know exactly what you're getting into when you get into Grand Champ. Before I get into what the main differences are, drop a like and subscribe if you enjoy this type of content. And without further ado, let's just get straight into the main differences. So the first main difference I see is that in Champ, there's a lot of goals where you basically pass it around the corner like this, and you hit it against the corner really hard and it pops up, and then your teammate's in the middle to knock it in. In GC, that's often it's often intercepted because people are really good in the air and they're able to intercept that before it could actually really develop into the middle. But in GC, what is more predominantly done is passing towards the middle without using a wall, like just literally hitting it. Infield passing, as most people will call it, is how most GCs do it, and that is one very big difference I see between the Champ and GC level. Another main difference between the Champ and GC level is that, well, obviously it's going to be faster, but GC is much faster, and it's much more important to be faster than in Champ level, because in GC, if you could beat your opponents to the ball, it'll really help your team win, because you're just basically winning most of your 50s, and if you're just able to beat your opponents most of the time, it will result in a goal or a 2v1 at least. In Champ, you don't really see players playing that fast. Like, yeah, it's much faster than, like, I don't know, Diamond, but it's still not as fast as if you in the Champ level, and I noticed that even if you do make a mistake, it's much better to play fast, because if you get beat, your opponent expects you, when you're Grand Champ, to almost play fast and miss rather than to hit the ball slowly and get beat. Another big difference between the Grand Champ level and the Champ level is that there are a lot more solo goals, I feel like, because it, like, yeah, you could get team goals, but I find that solo goals are very, like, because everyone in GC is pretty mechanically good, there are a lot more solo goals, and not as much passing plays as there are in lower Champ level. And most people know how to win their one-on-ones, so if you get it into a one-on-one situation in Grand Champ level, 90% of the time, I would say, people know how to capitalize off of that, and unless you're good at defending, then you're most likely going to get scored on, so you can't really let those one-on-ones happen, and that's why also spacing is very important in Grand Champ level, because if one of you push and misses, then usually the ball's going to be separated from the opponent, and if your teammate's close enough, you could just get a free beat, clean beat off before you could get another touch to beat you. So spacing is also very important in Champ level, in Grand Champ level. And the final difference I want to go over, it's not really a difference, but just surprising. Like, Grand Champs, like, just like every other level, there's nothing that flashy that goes on. Like, the most flashy thing that happens is, like, once in a while, like, every 10 games, someone might hit a flip reset or, like, a really nice, like, a nice ceiling shot, but that rarely ever happens. It's usually just flicks from one-on-ones or team passing plays. Like redirects are very important because I feel like redirects are the most common types of goals that are somewhat flashy. Flip reset, ceiling shots, all those types of stuff don't really happen in Grand Champion. You don't really need to know them to succeed. Like I'm like okay at them, but as you can see, I'm not the greatest at hitting all of those types of shots, and I got to PC just fine. That's it for the 10 tips. If you guys liked the video, don't forget to comment what other things I should make, what other type of content I should make. That's all. Peace, boys.